This is Dolany TV. Guys, let me get comfy, but first, we've got MLB 17 The Show once again today. And last night, I recorded that can all righties win the World Series, so you didn't get too good of a look at the fresh, new haircut I'm sporting. Of course, just a chopped down version of what normally is on top of my head. But I'm feeling fresh. It's sunny outside, the snow is melting. Life is going to be good this summer in Cold Lake. And with that in mind, we're past the Midsummer Classic here, which means the All-Star break in the MLB to me anyway. So that means trade deadline coming up. We got to make our move to upgrade this team and start winning ball games quickly. So what do? What do you do to upgrade this team? How about we take a look? Jose Bautista, Ted Shepard, and Jason Grilli. Jason Grilli, 40 years old, A potential, 72 overall. I've run some simulations. He goes down to a 61 by the end of the year. We cannot afford that in the least. Jose Bautista, you see, he's getting old. Ted Shepard is a 28-year-old B potential. So we're not even bothering with him really. And then, I mean, you've also got Jose Bautista, who's 36 years old, 81 overall, A potential, $7.26 million. We can't afford that for an 81 overall. So what do? We pick up Hector Rondon, who is in his last year of his contract. But it's a good move for us because we can pick up a reliever in the same capacity of Jason Grilli's salary. And then we upgrade our outfield positions. Howie Kendrick, 33 years old. If we don't want to renew him afterwards, we don't have to, but he's going to stay around that 80 overall. You see, he's a regular 76, but he's excited to be a huge, big-time player here in the MLB, and that's what we need. And then John Jay as well. John Jay, who's a 75, ecstatic. He's up from a 71, all that. He's in a platoon situation. He would get a lot of playing time with us, so he would be happy. So, guys, this is the trade we're going to pull the pin on and hope for the best, offer it to the Cubs. They have accepted, and we now have a totally different looking team here. If we get over here, Kendrys Morales, who's down to a 77 because, or actually he's up to a 77, so he's aging, I guess. I'm not sure. He's down to a 73. That's a really odd ball for Kendrys Morales, but he's ecstatic about things. He's a superstar on the team, crushing homers left, right, and center and that kind of stuff. So Howie Kendrick getting in there, as well as John Jay, who will replace our left fielder Dalton Pompey, because Pompey really not getting it done too well. And I mean, you look at John Jay, who's had 3 home runs, 17 RBIs, and 327 at bats. So he's had a better average, and that's what we need. We need a better average. Versus lefties, he's a good player, and it's just the speed factor is in there as well. So this allows us to kind of reconfigure our lineup a little bit more, and that's what we needed to do because you just can't afford to have Dalton Pompey and these guys not playing full-time, right? That's the thing. Dalton Pompey, he's got to figure out what he is to us. And that's where it becomes a question. Is he a full-time player? Is he a bench player? How does he grow best for us? You see John Jay all of a sudden get that jump up to 70 overall. We're going to leave Dalton Pompey in there against those guys, but we will get in our new right fielder, Howie Kendrick. So there you go. 9 home runs, 26 RBIs for Howie Kendrick. That allows us to restructure the lineup quite well. We're going to get those 2 guys down in the lineup, because we need Steve Pearce, who needs to get going a little bit more, right? Steve Pearce needs to get going. We're going to get Howie Kendrick down in the 6 hole. Howie Kendrick and Russell Martin can switch around here. Steve Pearce get up ahead of John Jay, and that should give us the lineup I am looking for. I'm hoping. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see, because like Howie Kendrick, 9 home runs, 26 RBIs. He's had 44 power, 37 power versus lefties, so it's an interesting scenario. You see John Jay, 73 overall, so not quite the 75. He's pretty happy about his salary, but he's a little upset he's in Canada. So it comes down to the end of the day. It was a tough trade to make, but we had to do it to make sure this team got better, and that's what we're hoping for. So we're going to get through to this LA series here, The All-Star game is today. The Eastern League All-Star game is today, and that's all good. The Blue Jays have 26 players on their active roster, so we have to go send somebody down to the minor leagues, and of course that will be our center fielder, Ezequiel Carrera. He's 69 overall. You see, 4 home runs, 22 RBIs, 225 average, and 165 at-bats. Not bad, but he needs to go down to AAA and work out a little bit more there in AAA. We don't have a center fielder in AAA because we got rid of Ted Shepard, so you got to keep in mind that that is what we have to do. So sim through the date, and Bisons don't have lineups. We will auto-fix the Bisons lineups and get down here to a couple of games in, and Troy Tulowitzki will keep him active, but we're winning games really quickly here. Pierce has 2 home runs, make it 3. Yeah, we're going to just simulate to the end of that game. And auto-utilize, we're going to get Mr. Tulowitzki back in the lineup. Woodrow McGreal for Ivan Nova. Ivan Nova 79 overall, but you see, I'm going to tell you guys about this Woodrow McGreal kid we have. 62 overall, 21-year-old B potential first baseman. Look at that power. The kid is just going to crush it. My kitty loving me today. We're going to decline this trade. So we are since we've made this trade, we are 3-2. So all of a sudden, you see, we're scoring more runs though. We've scored, what, 7? The lowest game score run we've had is a 2-run game. Man, we're crushing it. So I'm happy with that. That's another 2-run game there. Player lock, Morales already has 2 home runs, make it 3. Yeah, we're just going to simulate to the end of the game because we're winning and don't need to butcher it. And you've got a 1-run lead. Close it out with Roberto Osuna. No thank you. And let's see, Roberto Osuna again getting a save. How about that? That's 4 straight. The Royals want to offer us a trade. Lorenzo Cain, Matt Stram. Matt Stram, 25 years old. B potential. He's 50 stamina. If we could really get his stamina up, he'd be a solid little reliever for us, or else a solid starter. Marcus Stroman, of course, you see Marcus Stroman is our best player, but Lorenzo Cain is an interesting little addition in center field. Right now, he's not happy about making $4 million a year, so is he really that valuable out there in center field? No, he's not. So we're going to get into the next critical situation we can. Game is tied. Jay has a 10-game hitting streak. Man, see, John Jay and Howie Kendrick getting on base. Keep it alive in a 3-3 game. I will take this situation all day. Josh Donaldson, the batting average almost leader, 324. He's in second. Jay Happ has 11 wins. These Blue Jays doing a lot better than the Blue Jays in real life. Our offense is a top 10 offense. Our pitching staff has gotten better. It has gotten a lot better. It's a middle of the rung instead of bottom of the pack kind of situation, and now we've got ourselves an interesting little potential place here. 10-game hitting streak. We're going for 11 with John Jay. Oh, I don't know why I'm swinging at that. That is way very late. Cannot swing at stuff like that. Come on, John Jay. We got to get some kind of base hit here and look for something low in the zone that we can drive. That's going to be high in the zone again, so he's throwing the 2-seamer up high, giving us a heck of a time here. And I like that. A little bit of keeping you honest with the high fastballs. That's never going to hurt any right-handed versus left-handed pitcher potential. And that's going to be, oh, man. We almost had the chance to get them. If he would have dragged off the base a little bit more, we would have had it. So we need stolen bases. John Jay going to steal a base right here and get us a potential lead. And this one's going to be drifted out into... Oh my god, there we go. That is a terrible play. We get doubled off. Are you kidding me? And it's Matt Joyce coming up there in the top half of the 9th inning. Aaron Loop in the bullpen. It's a 3-3 tie. See, this is why I absolutely hate this team sometimes. We go to steal and not... Bye. Have a wonderful time. That's a home run. And Joe Smith just cost us the game. Stephen Vogt, man, at first, we are blowing this one real bad. This should have been a victory. John Jay should have been able to drive. You can't play if they keep going over the fence. Honestly, though, Roberto Osuna can't even get warmed up here because they just keep going over the fence. This is brutal. Yeah, that's the end of the game. That was trash. What are we doing? We are terrible. come on now, who's our losing pitcher? Yeah, Joe Smith blows it with a 3-run 9th inning. Like, are you kidding me? We had the lead, gave up the lead, and then gave up the lead really badly because then all of a sudden it was 3-1, and we had to come back in the bottom of the 8th and then give up a 3-run 9th inning. Joe Smith, get out of here, pack your bags. You're brutalizing it, bud, out there. Okay, we gotta see how our bullpen is structured because I think Joe Smith's getting too much time in the core relief role, and can I not switch them? Let's see, J.P. Howell, Johnny Thayer's had a 3.48 ERA, and you know what, Hector Rondon, a 3.18 ERA, 1.06 whip. I'm not complaining about him. We're going to get through this Oakland series, and Ryan Goins, injured with a 1 to 2 month injury. That's a 10-day DL situation. We're going to auto-fix the lineups down there in AA. And Travis has a 12-game hitting streak. We're winning. We are not going to go butcher that one. And we lose 6-0. So where do we sit in the lineups here? We sit 6.5 games back and 1.5 games back of a wild card spot. So we're not doing too bad. Sim through the date. 5-3 win. Sim through. And here's a potential stuff. Is a home run away from the cycle. Devin Travis, 4 for 4. 3 runs, 2-bagger, 3-bagger. We're winning 11-1. We're going to go get Devin Travis a home run for the cycle. And then we're going to end today's episode. I like giving you guys a little bit extra, longer episode when we do a trade because I ramble on for what seems like an hour and a half before actually getting into the episode. You see here, we are not doing too bad. We have a lot of guys who are cold. Josh Donaldson, hot. But everyone else pretty cold. And Devin Travis rocking the red unis. He's looking for a home run here. 11-2. We got to do something. Anything. I'll take anything over the fence. And how about that? Devin Travis, he's going back deep. Home run! It's the cycle. Devin Travis, goodbye. And that is what we were coming in to do. I know it's on rookie mode, but it's still a fun time when you can hit for the cycle. Devin Travis, our first baseman, gets it, or second baseman, gets it done. Yeah, everybody on the bench is a little blown away. He'll touch home plate. Yeah, we just completed that. A nice little blast over the fence. And that feels fantastic. Devin Travis gets it done. Look at that, going over the fence, 362 feet. Can you believe that home run? Got it just in time. And Danny Espinosa coming up. It's 13-3. We're going to exit out of this game. Call it good. Save game, not exit game. And Espinosa walks. We're going to get ourselves into some trouble, but Loop gets us out of it. And there you guys go. We end up winning the game. Devin Travis, the player of the game, 5 for 5, 4 runs, a home run, 2 RBIs, and a 3.20 OPS. Guys, thank you for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If not, leave a like, and I will catch you guys in the next one.